Game number one of the Intel Extreme Masters San Jose Qualifiers. I'm JoRoSaR, off to a bit of a slow start today, but you know what? It's going to be worth it because we're getting into MarineLord versus Classico. It's going to be a TvT. The first map is Overgrowth, so let's get ready to rumble. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number one of this TvT. I'm JoRoSaR, and I've just realized I have bound my music enabled disabled button to my microphone mute unmute on OBS, so that's going to be entertaining. I'll have to fix that in between series. That's what happens when you set up your overlays at 1 o'clock in the morning. Guys, we have a Terran versus Terran to start off with in the round of 64. And spawning over here in the bottom left position as the green Terran player. It's the player from France, MarineLord, with a rather impressive avatar there next to that command center. His opponent spawning in the top right-hand side as the blue Terran player playing from the UK. He is Classico. So at the moment we have a very early SCV coming out here from MarineLord, and it looks like we're going to be seeing some shenanigans early on. The barracks being made very close to the base here next to the natural expansion. And we do have a gas being taken back home as well, so it looks like this is going to be a proxy Reaper coming out of MarineLord here. And we'll see how much damage this ends up doing and whether or not Classico is responding with Reapers of his own. He could end up getting into a fair bit of trouble if he ends up just going for Marines or just going for a command center, which of course is very ballsy on this map. He's not going to be doing that. There is the gas coming down for him there. And we have MarineLord's barracks about 7/8 of the way complete. So around the same time, we'll see if Classico ends up going with a single Marine to start off with, in which case the Reaper might be able to start hacking away at it. So this is a obviously a much faster rush from MarineLord because of the decreased distance, and it looks like, no, it's going to be a tech lab. Never mind. Wow. This is going to be pretty entertaining here. He's not just going for the Reaper, he's just, inviting the SCV in a little bit is Classico, trying to trap it with the first Marine, but of course it's not going to be falling for that kind of bait. And we've got the first Marauder on the way now for MarineLord. Now the short rush distance, of course, for MarineLord is that, as opposed to the entire map. That much is very clear. What's a little bit less clear right now is how much Classico, what he's going to do when he finds out about this. He knows nothing at the moment because he hasn't actually gone and scouted. A bunker's going down on the low ground right now, and this Marauder is going to come up. He hasn't got Concussive Shell yet, by the way, but this Marine certainly knows what's up, and if Classico's not careful, he's going to lose that there. Wow, even lowering the supply depot, inviting the Marauder in, but I don't really think that's necessary at this point. Here comes a Reaper. If Concussive Shell finishes up, that Reaper is not going to be having a good time at all, and it looks like this Reaper is going to go down as well. So Classico not able to prevent that damage. They're not kiting that Reaper back, and MarineLord now looks like he's in a very strong position indeed. GG, an extremely quick game number one from him there. So MarineLord going 1-0 up in that best of three very quickly with proxy Marauders there, and well, really that's the kind of step you would typically expect to be scouted quite early, to be frank, from Classico. No SCV scout out of the main base. He was in the middle of putting down his factory as well, and all of a sudden two Marauders there was just asking for trouble. So that's going to be game number one. MarineLord taking an extremely early 1-0 advantage. So let me just go ahead and ping him there. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the brackets, guys. I've got them in front of me. Unfortunately, I'm unable at this time to share them on screen with you due to the way the overlays currently work. But just to give you a little bit of a rundown, I'm going to go from top to bottom just to give you an idea of how many great players are competing for these top 8 spots to go into the main qualifier tomorrow. We've got Mana, Elazer, Strelok, Cass, BSK, Bly, Harstem, well, MarineLord here, Tomicus, Tefel, Slivko, Grubby, Saxry, Soul, Revolver, Nightend, Goody, Bling, Targa, Zanster, DMC, and Happy are just some of the names I got from a quick scroll down the bracket. So there's a lot more than 8 of those. So we'll see if we'll see which ones end up getting knocked out here. How many more have got? Let me see. Nightend versus Goody hasn't started yet. But we're waiting for MarineLord right now. The Classico and MarineLord are just double checking map choices at the moment. So I think there's a little bit of confusion as to the map choice in game number 2. So they're just going to be questioning the admin on that one here. And as soon as that goes down, we'll be able to hop straight into the second game. There we go. It's going to be on King Sejong Station. So let's go ahead and hop into the lobby now. Well, looks like I'm playing MarineLord. I'm not 100% confident I want to be doing that right now. So hopefully, there we go, we'll be able to switch it around. Classico is pending in now. We should be able to get started with map number 2 very, very shortly indeed. A lot of foreign language casters here as well, by the way. I believe we're in Spanish, Italian, Polish, and... oh, there's like possibly 2 other languages that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But that's quite a lot of streams to choose from, depending on what language you choose to speak. I think I'm going to be around as well as Base Trade TV, so go ahead and check them out as well. And right now, we're just waiting for the rest of the invites in the lobby so this game can get started. Looks like both players are ready to go. And there is the countdown, ladies and gentlemen. So game number 2 between MarineLord and Classico on King Sejong Station, with MarineLord taking a 1-0 advantage in game number 1. We're about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to King Sejong Station. We're spawning in the top left-hand position as the green Terran player, trying to get his way early on into the round of 32 here, starting off very aggressively with a proxy Marauder rush. What's he going to follow up with here? It's MarineLord. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right as the red Terran player. Oh dear, what's going on there, mate? Classico, maybe a little bit, possibly a little bit tilted from that last game. There are 2 SCVs not mining right now. What is going on here? If I were him, I'd ask, well, I don't know what the rules are. I'd ask for a regame straight away if something's gone wrong with some of his equipment. But he's selecting an SCV. I'm not really sure what's going on. So, maybe a little bit on tilt right now. We've got the first SCV moving forwards as a scout, but has he noticed that those SCVs aren't mining? Well, this just got very weird very quickly. Proxy barracks once again coming down from MarineLord. I've got no idea what's going on right now. And, I don't know, man. I don't know at all. There's the first supply depot coming out of him here. And, wow. Well, I guess this is what happens, guys, when you go on tilt. This isn't a particularly exciting or positive game at the moment, I have to say, for Classico. Finishing off his first supply depot now, but MarineLord, I mean, look at this proxy barracks. It's basically done, guys. It's very difficult to see a situation now where Classico ends up winning this game, to be honest. Like, the initial supply depot, in fact, might even be a hex off from walling that off. We've got the proxy units coming in now again, except this time it's going to be a proxy Reaper, unlike last game where we saw the Marauders coming out. So MarineLord varying it up a bit, but we'll be able to get Reaper into that main base super quickly indeed. And that might even spell the end, frankly, because if he picks off the SCV building this barracks, oh, look at that, the SCV just gets straight in, then I think Classico is basically in an unwinnable position. He'll be in a world of hurt. Where's the first Reaper? There it is. Is he going to be able to stop this barracks from going down? I don't think he is, but here comes the Reaper, and this is going to be pretty painful. 2 SCVs now going down, and that supply depot isn't going to get done anytime soon. Bunker going down next to the command center as well, and still an idle SCV here from Classico. This is not going to end well at all. This is basically game, guys, unfortunately. Number of workers at the moment, 13 to 12, and GG. A rather uninspiring series, it has to be said, but don't forget, you have to be in it to win it. MarineLord went ultra aggressive for both games, and he was able to take that by a scoreline of 2-0.